tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kaviritam kalmasapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadatam Bhuvikrinantiye Bhurida Jana. The nectar of thy words is the life for those who are scorched by the world. Words which have been uttered by the knowers of truth, which wipe out sins, the very hearing of which is beneficial, which are beautiful, sweet, pleasing to the ear, pleasing to the heart, which are inexhaustible. Those who recount them on earth are the givers of plenty. Om, peace, peace, peace. A very good evening to you all. I am so happy to be present with the nectar-like words of our masters, the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. After a long time, we had our last Gospel Discourse mine on 5th of April. So, again there is a chance to read and explain and think of the nectar-like words, the effect of which is already been just said. So I am very happy. And we have left it. It was Ames, the recorder of the Gospel, his second visit. Because he was trying to commit suicide, as I said, and on the very first visit, which he himself did not go, his friend took him. Unknowingly he went, and after listening to a few words of Sri Ramakrishna, he completely forgot that there is a suffering in this world, and he was trying to commit suicide, and there was no joy in his life. And he separated himself from his father, mother, and was staying in a rented house with his wife, who was very dissatisfied. And so, now, during the first visit, he said, "Oh, what a wonderful man, and what a beautiful place, and what sweet words." He completely forgot that he was trying to get rid of his friend and commit suicide, because he has already kept his wife and children with his sisters, in his sister's house. So now he is free. And now second visit, and that day he was telling you, today it was evening. So my mind also wants to come back, and he also said, "Come again." So second time he came, and after a few hours, he himself said, this gospel is his own experiences. He was present, many words were the answers from Sri Ramakrishna of his own questions, and many were the answers and conversation, talks going on in between, and among others also. So he himself said that this was his first argument. In the beginning he was trying to argue with Master, and then happily his last. So now he gradually feeling a strong pull, attraction to the words of Sri Ramakrishna, having joy, meaning of life. And this suffering, it will come and go. These are not something permanent, and we should not be disturbed, perturbed by all these things. And that also to that extent that one will commit suicide. Oh God! So he understood what mistake he was going to commit. And now his mind is in Sri Ramakrishna and Sri Ramakrishna's words. So he was asking one after another, how to fix humbly. Now all the questions, fix our minds in God, how ought we to live in the world, then is it possible to see God? And then final question was, under what conditions, circumstances does one see God? And Sri Ramakrishna was telling, in answer to all these questions, Finally he is telling, under what conditions does one see God? Master, cry to the Lord with an intensely yearning heart and you will certainly see Him. People shed a whole jug of tears for wife and children. They swim in tears for money. But who weeps for God? Cry to Him with a real cry, with earnest heart. So, the Mahendranath Gupta, did not hear in his life. He was around 29, 30 at that time, and headmaster in 2 schools. Such a highly qualified person, experienced, established in the society, respected and revered by his students and friends for his very nice life, but never ever he heard such words from anybody. And his mind was now soaked in Sri Ramakrishna's nectar-like words. And Master sang the song, the cry to Him, a real cry. Then he himself started singing. And that was the song we left last time. And somebody requested me, Maharaj, please sing the song in the online or somebody. I said, no, it is over and my voice also is not that sweet. However, the song is very sweet, no doubt. The song is ডাক দেখি মন ডাকার মতো কেমন শ্যামা থাকতে পারে কেমন কালী থাকতে পারে ডাক দেখি মন ডাকার মতো. The meaning of the song is, cry to your mother Shama, another name of Kali, the Divine Mother, with a real cry, O mind. And how can she hold herself from you? How can Shama, Kali, stay away? How can your mother Kali hold herself away? O mind, if you are in earnest, bring her an offering of billow leaves and hibiscus flowers. Lay at her feet your offering, and with it mingle the fragrant sandal paste of love. So, that was the song, very 4-line song, just 2 couplets, and it is very sweet also. ডাক দেখি মন ডাকার মতো কেমন শ্যামা থাকতে পারে ডাক দেখি মন ডাকার মতো কেমন শ্যামা থাকতে পারে কেমন কালী থাকতে পারে ডাক দেখি মন ডাকার মতো. So, this is the tuning and very sweet, and meaning I have just given. That if you earnestly pray to God, your prayer will be answered. In the Bible also Jesus said, knock and the door shall be opened unto you. So all our teachers, Sri Krishna in the Gita said, Arjun, if you cannot do anything, just surrender everything. Give up your attachment for other things. Get attached to God. And he is telling, me means, Sri Krishna means the ultimate reality, not your friend, not thinking that he is somebody, some powerful man. It is not that. Depend and love God, and that will bring you everything. Sri Ramakrishna also said that if you really depend on God, God is our mother, our father, our everything, you will have everything. If you really ask for it, Mother will give. So, we will find later on another song also very important and very famous. Ami Durga, Durga, Durga bole ma jodi go mori. Oh my Mother Durga, if I take your name and I die, breathe last, I challenge you, whatever wrong things I might have done in this life, previous life, so I don't bother. Because I have taken your name, at the time of my breathing the last, I know you cannot but deliver me. You do not have any other power. Although it might be that I committed all heinous crimes and bad things. But still, I have the faith that I have taken your name. Your name is so pure, purifying agent. If you put some alum in some very dirty water, allow it a little bit, alum will be mixed with it and all the dirt will precipitate at the bottom of this and the water will be clean. So, this song is also like that. If I take Mother Kali's name, how can Mother Kali keep her away from me? I must have her vision. So, this kind of loving relation should be there with God. Whatever form you like, mother, father, friend, son, daughter, your paramour, so many ways that they are in the religion, or Indian religion, Hindu religion, it is there that, yes, you have to be earnest. If it is earnest, if you are mind, if you are earnest, then you will get this. So he continues talking, longing is like the rosy dawn. If you have really right earnest yearning for God, know that it is the sun is rising. You may not see the sun, only you see in the horizon, in the eastern horizon, that something is, it's gradually darkness is being dispelled and something red is there. You cannot understand everything nicely, but you see that yes, it is no dark. It is not that I am completely lost. And gradually you know that if that earnestness is there, yearning is there, your mind doesn't like any other thing other than God, then you will have God vision. It is just, he is comparing like the longing is like the rosy dawn. At dawn, we know gradually sun will be out. After the dawn, out comes the sun. Longing is followed by the vision of God. If we really love God, pray to God for God's vision, then today or tomorrow it will come to us. That is the message, wonderful message, what a hope. Many people think, oh God, our life was not, I know my life, what I did, what I do, oh God. So many things we think as ordinary human being, ignorant of, not knowing the grace and blessings, the power of the grace and blessings of redeeming power of the Divine Mother or the Divinity. We think according to our small mind, I cannot forgive anything because, oh, that day you misbehaved with me, that day you scolded me, that day you quarreled with me. So whole life I am keeping it in my mind. Although you have changed yourself, but I am not changed. We see in the society, in our life, in the world, we are like that. So we think God's love also cannot be unconditioned. So many bad things I have done, scriptures telling that if your mind is not pure, then you cannot see God. Where is my mind pure? I know so many things, harmful, sinful, terrible, all these heinous crimes I have committed. Others know or not know, but I know. And previous lives, what more wrong things I did. So I cannot be spared. I cannot be delivered. I am not qualified to have the blessings of God. We think according to our, but these songs, many songs are there that don't have the iota of doubt in the redeeming power of the grace and blessings of God. God's love is not like our love. It is unconditional. If you really like God, love God, want to see God, God will appear in the form you are desirous of. So longing is like the rosy dawn. After the dawn, out comes the sun. Longing is followed by the vision of God. Who is telling? Avatar himself, the God incarnate in this age who embodied himself to deliver us. He is giving this message that if real longing is there, earnestness is there, then you will have the vision. God reveals himself to a devotee who feels drawn to him by the combined force of these three attractions: the attraction of worldly possessions for the worldly man, the child's attraction for its mother, and the husband's attraction for the chaste, loving, chaste wife. If one feels drawn to him by the combined force of these three attractions, then through it one can attain him. So, a little bit earlier he just said that people in this cry to Lord, under what conditions does one see God? Yes, cry to the Lord with an intensely yearning heart and you will certainly see Him. People shed a whole jug of tears for wife and children. They swim in tears for money, but who is for God? Now he is just expanding that idea that if that attraction is there of the worldly positions, attraction for the worldly positions, in the case of worldly people, worldly minded people, they always love the worldly positions. The child always loves its mother, child attraction for its mother. And lastly, the husband's attraction for the chaste wife. And if these three forces can be combined in somebody's life, in anyone's life, he or she will be endowed with this God's vision. So, Master himself, Avatar himself, God himself is telling this. And what are the words of hope and optimism? The husband is chaste wife. If one feels drawn to him by the combined force of these three attractions, then through it one can attain him. The point is to love God. Even as the mother loves a child, the chaste wife her husband, and the worldly man his wealth. Add together these three forces of love, these three powers of attraction, and give it all to God. Then you will certainly see Him. It is necessary to pray to Him with a longing heart. The kitten knows only how to call its mother, crying mew, mew. It knows only mewing. It remains satisfied wherever its mother puts it. And the mother cat puts the kitten sometimes in the kitchen, sometimes on the floor, and sometimes on the bed. When it suffers, it cries only. When it suffers, it cries only mew, mew. When it suffers, it cries only mew, mew. That is all it knows. If there is suffering, mew, mew, mother, mother, where are you? I am in trouble. But as soon as the mother hears this cry, wherever she may be, she comes to the kitten. So these sweet, wonderful words of hope, a person who was trying to commit suicide, and how many millions and billions of the people in this world will suffer, and will suffer from so many things. Everyone may not be thinking at this point of committing suicide to that extent, but how many people can put their hand on chest and say, oh no, I don't have any suffering, I am so happy. Outwardly we say, but inside we have this kind of distress, that kind of pain. So many things are there, we know more or less. Only those people who could give their mind to the lotus feet of God and God alone, they only don't feel this kind of the pain, pang, and even if it is there in their lives. So, Master is telling wonderful example of surrender. The kitten. Can you be like a kitten? Another place, Master has given the same example, bringing the case of the baby monkey also. Baby monkey itself holds the mother. If it falls, it will fall. It will be dash to ground and it will die or injured while mother is jumping from this tree to that tree. But kitten is completely dependent on mother. That also Master said in another place. If father holds the babies, baby and father both are walking. If father holds the hand of the baby, then baby may have problem this side, but baby will not be lost. It will not fall down because father has the power to hold it. But if the son or the baby or the child has held the hand of the father, sometimes see how much power is there in the grip of the baby, in the child. So it appears to be that it is okay, it is going on, but it's some turmoil, something wrong, something problem, then it will not be able to hold the hand strongly. It will lose its grip, and the result will be fatally. So try to become like the kitten. It is necessary to pray to him with a longing heart. The kitten knows only how to call its mother. One-pointed love to God. In the Gita also, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling, Anannas chintayantu mang ye jana parjupasate tesham nityabhijuktanam jogakshemam bhammaham. If somebody can fix his or her mind in God and God alone, without having any distraction, mind will not go to any other place, on anything else, only God and God alone. Then God will protect whatever he or she has already earned, worldly and spiritual wealth, and worldly wealth, secular and the spiritual. And also, God will himself carry whatever is necessary for their fulfillment, materialistic need and spiritual need. God is telling himself. So, that wonderful words of hope is, we find, that Master is telling that if we really depend on God, love God, and have that right earnestness and real yearning in our mind, we will not be, although suffering may be there, a little bit. The world is like that. It is a mixture of both, too. Ups and downs are there, but we will not be lost. We will not never forget fully God in our lives. And also at the end, that sun will be dawned in our life. Vision of God will come to, realization will come in our lives. We will be able to reach the goal of life, this God vision, realization of God, knowing the truth, knowing our real self. So that is the message, wonderful chapter. And then here it ends. And on another day, next Sunday, he again has come. Now he has fallen in love with Sri Ramakrishna and his nectar-like words. He cannot spend time at home. He doesn't get joy in his home anymore, being busy with other works. So it was Sunday afternoon when M came on his third visit to the Master, and he had been profoundly impressed by his first two visits to this wonderful man. He had been thinking of the Master constantly and of the utterly simple way he explained the deep truths of the spiritual life. Never before had he met such a man. He himself recorded all these things. This gospel is the recording. He is telling him, actually it is because he kept himself hidden. Sometimes he would say a devotee, sometimes he would say aim, sometimes he would say the teacher. So like that, never ever revealing himself, projecting himself. So actually he himself is describing his own, it is not aim, he himself is aim, and his own impressions. that he was feeling all these days attraction and he could not wait anymore. It was Sunday, so mostly our gospel we find recorded by a person who was working, headmaster into schools. So only on leisurely days he would come, mostly Sundays, and sometimes other holidays also are there. And sometimes he is taking leave from the school and coming. And then somebody said, Master, you see, he is the head teacher of the school. School is open now. How can he come here? Teasing him. And he is telling you, see, there is this gap in between. Don't think that I am not doing my duty properly. It is not the teachings of Sri Ramakrishna that you skip off your duties, responsibilities. Doing your own duty is dharma. Whether you go to the church, temples, mosque, or do this, that, no. Do your duty, knowing that you are serving God, and God has given you this assignment. Accept it in that way. Be a God's servant, be a God's child, and do your best, knowing that you are not doing anything else, nothing personal, everything God's, everything spiritual, and that will be converted, transformed into not work. Work will be transformed into worship. That is the teaching of Sri Ramakrishna. Nivedita said, in Master, in Swamiji, nothing was secular. Everything spiritual. We talk so many things, nonsense and think, oh, it is just, we are just chatting a little. Real thing we will do when we are spiritual. Sometimes we are spiritual, sometimes we are vulgar, sometimes we are so superficial, sometimes it is part of life. Life is like that. We cannot keep the intensity of our devotion, spiritual intensity all the time in the same level. So nothing is wrong there, but at the end of the day, we should keep it in mind that goal is goal. I am not forgetful of the target. Although in between, those who are very, very serious, they won't spoil even one word, they don't unnecessarily talk, they don't unnecessarily see something, they don't unnecessarily go visit somewhere, they don't do anything unnecessary other than required for their spiritual upliftment and fulfillment and being deeply and grossly engrossed in the spiritual matter, thinking of his or her ultimate as chosen deity, ultimate reality. So they are busy in that. They don't waste their time. Sri Ramakrishna used to cry, oh, another day is gone, oh mother, when I will see you? Shedding tears profusely, lying on the bed, floor. So if we depend on God, God sometimes the mother keeps the kitten on the floor, sometimes on the bed, sometimes on the kitchen. On the bed means we are happy at that time. Oh, it is soft. Oh, there is Mother, there is God. God is so gracious, God is so loving. So we give certificate to God and think of God according to our worldly enjoyment and achievements and possessions. Our relation is not with these worldly things. We are all successors of God's spiritual wealth also. This love, devotion, purity, chastity, truthfulness, unselfishness, compassion, mercy, love. Some people's mind are so that they don't mind for anything. If our mind is not that elevated, a little bit you hurt me and I am hurt. Not only hurt, I am broken. I am so fragile that I cannot withstand anymore. Oh God, so many things. But great people, they are. Who is calling whose name? Quarrel and love. They don't feel it is two stages, two phases. Because their mind is uplifted. So sometimes if we depend on God, God will put us in different place and we should adjust. And always we should have that feeling, attraction for God. If God is in the center of our all attraction, then we are on the right track. Today or tomorrow, there is a story of Sri Ramakrishna will come. Naradji was going to Bhagavan in the Goloka to Narayana, Bhagavan Vishnu, and two spiritual aspirants, they were doing tapasya, and they understood Narada has come. Narada also knows they are good devotees. Oh yes, Naradji, you have come. Where are you going? I am going to the Lord to see him. Oh, acha. Please do offer my prayer, offer my prostrations, and ask how long it is remaining, how much more time I have to do sadhana, and then I will have God's vision, I will be one with God. So please, when will be my liberation? Ask God. Another one also asked the same question. They were doing sadhana bhajan, spiritual practices. So he went, and after a few days he is coming back, and then again, oh, Naradji, you have come back from Lord. How is Lord Narad? Have you conveyed our pranams? Oh, yes. Did he say anything? He said, yes. First one he is telling. He said, they were sitting on a tamarind plant. Tamarind, big tree, and leaves are so small, millions of years there, leaves are there. So, how many lives I have to do sadhana for being? Did he say anything? Yes, he is very pleased. He said that yes, the number of the leaves of this tamarind plant, tree, you have to wait for that and making pranam, oh God, God is so gracious, God is so loving. I will have God's vision, so I am on the right track. So he is clapping and shedding tears of joy. Say, yes, I have my chance. I have not gone astray. I am on the right track. God has said it will be fulfilled. It will come to be true. Then another one asking, Naradji, about me, did you tell? Oh, yeah, I have conveyed your prostrations, and he is very happy. And he said, you have 2 lives more. 2 lives more? I have to do austerities. He is shedding tears of pain. One is pleasure, joy, another one is pain. Oh God, another 2 lives I have to do. So, this was the condition. Now, after this, that is the divine voice. Yes, the first one who was very happy to know that after so many lives he will be delivered. Now it's here and now itself you are delivered. So, see the condition. We always like, if I really love God, yes, God has said, it will come. Why I am so restless that, no, I want now itself, this, that, pressing on God. But our master said, if you really feel God is your own, like your own mother, you can pester. You create pressure on her. It is difficult to create pressure on father. If you go 2 times, 3 times, you may be slapped. He may give, he may not give. If father thinks that it's too much, my boy, you are taking advantage of that, my silence, my sweetness, my softness, and one slap may come. But if you do the same thing with mother 10 times more, pressing mother, I cannot get rid of you. All right, you take this money and go, enjoy. So, if we can, if we really love mother and have that faith that mother can give it any time, It is not that any terrible heinous crime is very big amount of thing that I cannot get it. You say, yes, I am mother's child. Whatever I did, I have done, I have done. It is done. So what? Mother can deliver me now itself. Have that optimism. Nobel laureate Romarola was a good friend of Rabindranath Tagore, another Nobel laureate. So he requested him, I want to know about India more and more. I know a little bit of Ramakrishna, a little bit of Vivekananda. So I will write a book. So give me some material and how to know India. If you want to know, Rabindranath Tagore is telling, if you want to know India, read Vivekananda, study Vivekananda. In him, everything is positive and nothing negative. You don't need to have anything from me. You read Vivekananda's words, you will have an idea of real India. Because in him, everything is positive. So when we say something, we forget the good things in others. Always, because our mind enjoys that kind of things. It generally, mind tries to remain in the lower level. Oh, yeah, I am so happy to see you, I am so unhappy to see you. I mean, even small, these are not. It will come and go. Why do you put so much of importance in ordinary relations and ordinary? What is your attraction? What is your repulsion? What is the problem? See that your relation with God is not broken. Be sincere and earnest, desirous of, and give the value to that relation. That gradually growing, your relation with God is growing deeper, intense, more loving. So one of the disciples of Sri Ramakrishna was sent back, Kali Maharaj, hey, your father is requesting, go home and spend some time. So he went. Master said, Avedanandaji, he also came to this country and he preached Vedanta. So Avedanandaji went home and again Master saw him. Hey, Kali, his monastic name was Kali, Charan. Hey, what happened, Kali Prasad? What happened? I asked you to go to where your mother wants to see you. Your father requested me and I said, yes, I'll send you. Well, go, spend time. Well, I went. Then you went. Well, yes, I went. And what happened? Then you are here? I went, but could not stay there. A wonderful, divine, strong, intense pull, attraction for Sri Ramakrishna and Sri Ramakrishna's presence. I went, but could not stay there. My heart was being broken. So immediately I left and come back. I have gone. I have followed your instruction. Sri Ramakrishna is telling now that love has been generated. M, recorder of the gospel, cannot stay at home. So he is here. Master is constantly thinking of him. He had been thinking of the Master constantly, and he was thinking that utterly simple way he explained the deep truths. What is this man? The more I listen to him, the more I see him, his behavior, his conduct, his talks, more and more I think, oh God, such people can also be there in this world. Are they really human beings or they are gods? So we think it in our mind when we find such type of people. Never before had he met such a man. Sri Ramakrishna was sitting on the small couch. The room was filled with devotees who had taken advantage of the holiday to come to see the Master. So devotees are those. It is devotees means it is not that it is not mandatory that they must have taken initiation from Sri Ramakrishna for spiritual practices. But devotee, this word is generally used in the text to denote one devoted to God, a worshipper of the personal God, or a follower of the path of love. A devotee of Sri Ramakrishna is one who is devoted to Sri Ramakrishna and follows his teachings. But the word disciple, when used in connection with Sri Ramakrishna, refers to one who had been initiated into spiritual life by Sri Ramakrishna and who regarded him as his guru. So disciple is somebody who has taken formal initiation to practice the spiritual austerities, sadhana, and considers him, Sri Ramakrishna, as his teacher, guru. But general devotee means he or she may be or may not be coming, but like Sri Ramakrishna, like Sri Ramakrishna's words. Swamiji said, don't think that in other countries everybody will worship Sri Ramakrishna. Don't be that fanatic, that narrow-minded. Our master has not come for that. That you have to take Ramakrishna's name only, you have to worship Ramakrishna's form only. Swami Vivekananda categorically said to the monks, to his brother disciples and the followers, don't think. Let them take the universal, wonderful Catholic ideas of Ramakrishna. Some people consciously will hide Ramakrishna's name and use it in others and tell, I am follower of this. No problem. You be broad-minded, you be Catholic, you be truthful, you be loving to God. Whatever form you like, it is not that. Don't be that narrow. Our master did not teach us. So, a devotee is who loves God. And he loves Sri Ramakrishna also. She or he loves Sri Ramakrishna also and trying to follow his instruction. But a disciple is one who has got special formal instructions for spiritual practices and considers Sri Ramakrishna as the guru. So, this Sunday, they have taken the advantage to come on the Sunday, being a holiday, to see Master. M had not yet become acquainted with any of them. So, this is his third visit. So, he took his seat in a corner. M is just, you understand, all his ego, all these things has not yet left. It goes only when our devotion is ripened and mature. Otherwise, oh no, these are old devotees. I am coming new, let me be a little away because they are not yet my friends. Real devotees will come and meet, oh, you are my brother, you are my spiritual sister, you are my spiritual brother. They forget their own biological relatives. They feel comfortable in the company of their spiritual sisters and brothers. But M is telling that I was not acquainted with them. So he took his seat in a corner, a little away, but he found the Master smiled as he talked with the devotees. He addressed his words particularly to a young man of 19 named Mahendranath. This Mahendranath, subsequently world-famous Swami Vivekananda, who was at that time a college student and frequented the Sadharana Brahmo Samaj. Before coming to Sri Ramakrishna, being acquainted with his words and teachings and love, Mahendranath, Rakhal, as young boys, they used to visit Sadharana Brahmo Samaj and attend their programs, their services, lectures, and they were very much influenced. M himself also. That is why he knows that these people used to frequent, used to go Sadharana Brahmo Samaj. His eyes were bright, giving young Mahendranath's a little physical description. His eyes were bright, his words were full of spirit, and he had the look of a lover of God. So, M's observation, power of observation was so deep. Many people were there in Sri Ramakrishna's room. How many people could later on describe, delineate, picturesquely, photogenic, everything. He was present, he said this, Master answered this, and the description also, young man of 19 years, words were very full of spirited words, and his look was like a lover of God. M guessed that the conversation was about worldly men, because he has just joined, the conversation was going on, who look down on those who aspire to spiritual things. Worldly minded people, they themselves will not do spiritual practice, and if somebody starts doing something spiritual, they will criticize, they will belittle, they will say, "Arey, why you are doing so?" Oh, so many other things. I have seen, we used to do free medical camps. I was 6 years head of Cherrapunji Center. So at that time, Swami Vivekananda's 150th birth anniversary celebration was going on. So for long 5 years we celebrated through hundreds and thousands of programs. So it was a vast area. So we used to conduct free monthly medical camps in different places. So hilly area, very remote, free medicine, free specialist doctors from Calcutta. So some devotees were there, our own students, guardians of our students, devotees initiated. They are how many? But they used to bring some of their friends. Hey, Cherrapunji, very beautiful place. Swamiji has invited me. They are having, in connection with Swamiji, it's a good karma, come. Spend a few days and he will give the fare also, up down airfare I will give, everything I will do, but I cannot pay your fees, because this famous reputed doctors, physicians in Calcutta, they sit every day 50,000, 100,000 they could earn. So there was no such fund. It is a free medical camp. You just donate your time and your service. There is a kind of seva. So there is no business. But I had funds. So these doctors are telling Maharaj, some doctors say, you are fool. Calcutta, you have so much practice. Money you can get earn every day. They earn lakhs. Still they don't have the satisfaction. More and more. One day off means 100,000 lost. Why should? Let me earn more. So they scold, "Arey pagal hai, a crazy man going for 3-4 days free service there." So those who are very close, they say, "Maharaj, you have brought so many doctors, your friends, this is good. Oh, we take care of them." Because they have come, reputed doctors, and they could earn money, they could spend their time with their family. And so we show our love and affection and all that. And some of them, the Maharaj, some friends are there, they say, Swamiji, this, that, God, what you get there? Money is everything. So, different types of people are there. Worldly minded people, they themselves will not do any seva, anything, free of cost. And others doing, they will criticize them and tell, what you are gaining, my friend? I am your friend, I am telling you. Unnecessarily, or see you this time. So they will give you this self-styled friend and giving lecture and jnana, knowledge to others. So M understood M guessed the conversation was about worldly men who look down on those who aspire to spiritual things. The Master was talking about the great number of such people in the world. Great number. Master is telling most of the people, they won't themselves do anything, and they will criticize others, those who will do some spiritual practice, a little good something. Father, mother also we find, if son becomes a spoilt one, they don't mind, they don't shed tears. But if son or daughter joins the monastery or goes some spiritual practice, oh, my son has gone this, that, their heart is broken. So the world is like that. So Master was telling, so M joined her, and about how to deal with them. The Master was talking about the great number of such poor people in this world and how to deal with them. So Master, to Narendra, how do you feel about it? Worldly people say all kinds of things about the spiritually minded. But look here, when an elephant moves along the street, any number of cars and other small animals may bark and cry after it. But the elephant doesn't even look back at them. If people speak ill of you, what will you think of them? Mahendranath, also young man, coming. Master is testing his mind. that what is his mental condition. So addressing him, he was telling, world is full of like that kind of people, worldly minded people. They themselves will not do anything good, anything spiritual, and they will always be posing some kind of hurdle before others and criticizing others. What do you think of them? You say, it is when elephant goes. So Naren is telling, I shall think that dogs are barking at me. So Master smiling, oh no. Master is balanced. Naren is young man. What is there in his mind? He is telling, Master is telling, no, God is in everyone. In the beginning of this chapter, in English, it is not translated. In the Bengali book, M recorded that mantra from the Gita, Sarva Bhutastam Atmanam, Sarva Bhutani Cha Atmani, Ikshata Yoga Jukta Atma Sarvatra Samadarshana. So in the Gita, second chapter, it is there that when you see everywhere the presence of, you see you in everyone and everyone within you. So you cannot become loving to somebody and to somebody, inimical to somebody, jealous of somebody. You love equally everybody, seeing the presence of God in everyone and in you. That is the teaching. So here Master also, in this chapter, Master will teach this, that yes, bad people will be there, but don't think they are enemy and you have to do harm to them. They are also children of God. They are also created by God. They are born with that. Allow. In a drama, everyone will not take the role of the king. Everyone will not take the role of the holy people. There will be some criminal, there will be some kind of darwan, gatekeeper. There will be somebody very haughty. So everyone has got, we are born with our samskaras to play our role in this world. World is that like that theatre stage. For some time we have come here, maximum 100 years. When our role is over, now curtain is has fallen, and now we leave. Nothing is there. So Master is telling that, oh no, you must not go that far, my child, my dear. Don't say they are dogs. I will think some dogs are barking. Don't say, my dear, don't go that far. Laughter. Then Master is continuing, God dwells in all beings. It is the teaching in the Gita. Master will save us. How? Dissociate yourself from them. But know that in the nature everything is there. There are so many plants which herbs we eat, and it is nectar-like, it gives us our life. And there are poisonous things also. So Master will say, in this creation there are bad things, there are snakes, there are lions, there are tigers, there are holy people, there are good trees, there are bad trees, there are fruit-bearing trees, there are non-fruit-bearing trees. So many things are there. So don't be one-sided and know that God dwells in all beings. But you may be intimate only with good people. You must keep away from the evil-minded. How to live in this world, Master is teaching. That you are worldly, you are householders. You are to live in this world. We are reading one book now, that being spiritual and staying practical. Being spiritual, staying practical is a conversation of Swami Sarvagatanandaji with his disciples and other devotees. So it's a good collection. Everywhere is masters, mothers, Swamijis, Raja Maharajas reference there. What else one can say? All good things. What I am telling, Master is trying to impress upon the devotees that world is like that. You have to have your path. Don't get don't waste your time for all these things. Like-minded people, you make friendship with them. Those who are not supporting you, you understand why you waste your time. In the Gita also, at the end, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling Arjuna, I have given you the gist of the best things. Even devotees have not seen all these things, what I have shown to you. They do not know. But don't disclose this to the people who do not have devotion, who doubt my lordship, who are envious to me, who are jealous. So, those who do not like to hear, don't share all these things. It is so precious that try to. You are devotee, you keep it within you. You will understand the value of these words, or will not. And then you will be unnecessarily hurt. So here also Sri Ramakrishna is telling, no, my dear. But you may be intimate only to the good people, with the good people. And you must keep away from the evil-minded. God is even in the tiger. But you cannot embrace the tiger on that account. How practical everything. God is there. Don't think tiger is separate from God. Tiger is also created by God. Snakes are also created by God. They cannot be, you cannot kiss a snake, you cannot give a hug to a tiger, a lion. But don't try to kill them also, unless and until it is trying to kill you. For saving your life, you can kill. But sadhus also not given that you also. Abhayam sarva bhutebhyo. Holy Mother Sharada Devi is telling, not only do Durga Puja, but don't give goat sacrifice. You have taken the vow. But householders, those who will do Kali Puja, yes, you do. In Jarambati itself, this Singhavahini Ma, there, puja is going on. Dakshineshwar, Kali Ghat, there are goat sacrifices. It is there in the scripture. It is a symbol of sacrificing your instinct, animal instinct. Animal is the symbol of the animal instincts, animality, brutality, brutal instincts in us. So, Mother, I am sacrificing this. From now on, I will be free from animal tendencies, brutal tendencies and instincts. That is the secret of this sacrifice. So, Master is telling, you cannot give a hug to embrace to a tiger on that account, because God dwells in tiger also. Laughter. You may say, why run away from a tiger, which is also a manifestation of God? The answer to that is, those who tell you to run away from the tiger, they are also manifestations of God, and why should not you listen to them? We commit mistakes, crimes, many things which are not good. We know, illegal, immoral, unethical. It is not that unknowingly we are doing. We know, we try to commit all those things secretly so that I am not caught. So you know what is good, what is bad. Then why don't you follow the words of holy people, those who have said, do this, do this, do this. The world is a mixture of both good and bad. Why do you follow and practice the bad practices, bad things, evil things? Why don't you generate more and more the good tendencies in you? Why don't you do good things? Why don't you think of good things, do good things? Love is there, hatred is there. Why don't you practice love? So, Master is giving the practical examples in our life that yes, good and bad will be there, but always follow the instruction of the holy people, always be in the company of holy people, and shun the company of bad people. That will do harm in your spiritual progress. Let me tell you a story. In a forest, there lived a holy man who had many disciples. One day, he taught them to see God in all beings, and knowing this, to bow low before them all. A disciple went to the forest to gather wood for the sacrificial fire. Suddenly he heard an outcry, "Get out of the way, get out of the way, a mad elephant is coming." All but the disciple of the holy man took to their heels. He reasoned that the elephant was also God in another form. Then why should he run away from it? He stood still, bowed before the animal, and began to sing its praises. The Mahout, the driver of the elephant, was shouting, "Run away, run away!" But the disciple did not move. The animal seized him with its trunk, cast him to one side, and went on its way. Hurt and bruised, the disciple lay unconscious on the ground. Hearing what had happened, his teacher and his brother disciples came to him and carried him to the hermitage. With the help of some medicine, he soon regained consciousness. Someone asked him, you knew the elephant was coming. Why did not you leave the place?" He said, "Our teacher has told us that God himself has taken all these forms of animals as well as men. Therefore, thinking it was only the elephant god that was coming, I did not run away." At this, the teacher said, "Yes, my child, it is true that the elephant god was coming, but the Mahout god, the driver, person who was controlling the elephant, he is called Mahout. Mahout god forbade you to stay there. Since all are manifestations of God, why did not you trust the Mahout's words? You should have heeded the words of the Mahout God, not only paying your respect and prostration and praises to the elephant god. Why did not you follow the instruction of the Mahout God also?" Laughter. It is said in the scriptures that water is a form of God, but some water is fit to be used for worship, some water for washing the face, and some only for washing plates or dirty linen. This last sort cannot be used for drinking or for a holy purpose. In like manner, God undoubtedly dwells in the hearts of all, holy and unholy, righteous and unrighteous. But a man should not have dealings with the unholy, the wicked, the impure. He must not be intimate with them. With some of them he may exchange words, but with others he should not go even that far. He should keep aloof from such people. So, now the question came, a devotee, means M himself, "Sir, if a wicked man is about to do harm or actually does so, should we keep quiet then?" So Master's answer is there. During our next discourse, we will continue with that. We stop here. Is there any question? Yes, please.
The first online question. Sri Ramakrishna
Yes.
Ramakrishna indicated, "I don't mind giving you moksha, but don't ask me for love. That I am hesitant about." Why did he say so?
So, for the devotees, the devotion is the highest thing, and mukti, liberation, is lower to that. So, Sri Ramakrishna was singing, quoting from a song there. It is singing, "Ami mukti dite kator noigo, bhakti dite kator hui." God is telling the devotees, you see, I can give liberation, but supreme devotion is so precious. Then you will always be pestering on me, you will keep me busy. Mukti I can give, yes, you get liberated. But if I give devotion, then I have to answer, take care of my devotee, always be ready for my devotees' prayers. So, supreme devotion is precious according to the devotees. So, the song, he was quoting from a song. Ami bhakti dite, mukti dite kator noigo, bhakti dite kator hui. I hesitate to give the supreme devotion, but liberation I can give. So that is the meaning. Next question.
The next question is, how to deal with parents giving difficulty while trying to take a spiritual path, getting told to stop spending so much time in prayer and get up from prayer to do other duties like study or housework.
Like study and housework. So, parents are always good. They always like to see that in the worldly level, sphere. You are established in the world because father, mother, they have given your birth. It is their responsibility to see that you can earn your livelihood when there will be no more. You can stand on your own feet. So it is nothing wrong with the parents. And another thing is, they feel that if the son is very spiritual, then he may leave us. So who will look after in our old days? So they think it is better to get him married, him or her, and always keep busy in the worldly matters, so he or she will not leave us. And it is a secured life, and they study. If they do, then in future they will earn good money, they will have good jobs. So it is nothing wrong in that. But with love and devotion and respect, I know many Swamis, they wait for their mother, father, make them happy. They earn something, then they give it to them. As a son, I did this, now you please allow me. But when that intense love for God comes, they don't bother for anything. Because in the scripture it is said that you must follow all the words of your father, mother. That is the dictum, that is a must. It is like commandment, you have to follow that. But when it comes about God realization, how many father, mother, those who are householders, out of their love and affection they have given birth to the children, how can wholeheartedly, open-mindedly they can say, yes, I am happy, you go and join monastic life and leave, you give your life for spiritual practices. So it is, we cannot expect that. But with our loving treatment to them, showing that you are not like the ordinary run. You have some speciality, your mind is pure, your behavior, conduct is something higher than others. Automatically they will also understand that it is a punishment to keep him in the worldly life, bound him in this. Better, whatever spiritual life, better life, higher life, sublime life he or she is thinking, father, mother with heavy heart, they give permission. But there are thousands or in million, there is one father, mother, they become, we could not become a spiritual aspirant in the monastic life, leaving everything for God and God alone. I am happy that I have my son and my daughter, he or she is giving up everything for the cause of God. So there are that kind of mothers, fathers are also there, but it may be one in million. So costly things are always costly, is rare. So nothing wrong in that. Father, mother, we have to do our duty, and lovingly we have to make them understand that yes, living in worldly life, family life is a kind of punishment, and it is burning. Father, mother, when they will be convinced that actually he is burning in this worldly life, he will they will encourage, all right, my son. In the family also, worldly matter also, if boy or son or daughter is fallen in love with somebody, and father, mother, they don't like, parents don't approve in the beginning, but finally when they find that the son has left the house or the daughter has left with somebody, finally they say, all right, if it is your life, if you become happy, all right, they accept. So in spiritual life also, they accept it later on, and they understand that their children have taken the highest path possible. So nothing is wrong in that. So anything? Any question? Lisa? Is all right? Okay, we stop here. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Om Niranjanam Nityam Anantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhrita Vigraham Vai Isha Avatarang Paramesha Midyam Tang Ramakrishnang Shirasa Namah. Hari Om Tat Sat.